Welcome, everyone. My name is Giancarlo Torres, and I am your friend. This today, the special interview because we will be interviewing Mauricio Domenzain, CEO of Immunotech, and we'll also be interviewing Shariff Sahid, Vice President of Immunotech. To have these two leaders in an interview is not common, but today we have the privilege so that they will be giving lots of value on what's Immunotech, how they see network marketing, how they see really the world, on how the world is evolving for us, for network marketing, for Immunotech. So it's going to be a special conversation. I hope and for you to take notes for this call, for this interview, because there's going to be lots of golden nuggets. And super happy. Now, before we start this interview, I have to make a statement from the FDA that we will talk about some natural products, but we can't say that they treat or cure diseases. But we will talk about what Immunocal and Immunocal Platinum do, which is raise a molecule in our body called glutathione. And once this happens, great things happen. So I'm going to start with Mauricio. Now I'm going to also have Shariff in the spotlight. So Shariff, where are you? Okay, there you go. Excellent. So now I have Mauricio and Shariff. Mauricio, can you hear me all right?
I can, Giancarlo.
Wonderful. Well, Mauricio, first of all, thank you so much for saying yes to this interview.
Oh no, thank everyone that is here listening to us and have the time to be with us because we, as always, are so grateful for you guys.
Oh well, it's our honor, and we're super happy. And one thing for the ones that are watching this, the title of this interview is "How to Be Prepared for this new change that's coming, for this new change that has already happened." So that's the title: "How to Be Prepared for this new change." So, Mauricio, first question: a couple years ago, you became the CEO of this fantastic company, Immunotech. Since you became the CEO, what changes have you made and why?
Well, it has been almost 5 years now. It's not a couple, but it seems like it has been a little bit less than that, but it has almost been 5 years since we started this amazing journey where we met all these people, we met all this beautiful family that has brought us to where we are right now. And the most critical part that I believe as a company we need to be sure and have all our teams to be sure is that we're going to fulfill every single thing that that you guys are asking for. So the most critical aspect for us was to change all systems, all production facilities, everything that is required for us to get to the next level. And that was the most critical part, because if we what we cannot stop is producing, what we cannot stop is selling, and we will not be a stopper for you guys at any point. So regardless of if sales were coming or not coming, we were sure that sales were coming. They will come when you do the right things, when you have the right people. The rest is history, and it will become a story in a successful story. So that's what we did. We changed all systems. We changed or we add some people to the team, that people, extraordinary people like my friend Shariff, that you guys are going to hear from him, that he's working hard, because one of our biggest commitment, and that's the most important thing, we needed to find people that were committed with the success of our people. That's the only thing, and that's the first thing that we were looking into people, because when you're interviewing someone, yes, they can have all credentials, they can have, or they can be as smart as you want, but one thing that you don't train is your heart. And we believe in our heart is the most critical aspect for us to get to the point where we are going to become a vehicle, we're going to become a tool for you guys to be successful. And that's what it mattered the most. And now in these days, what we're living, we know it every day more and more, that the most relevant part of a human being is our heart and how we can communicate to each other. That's, for me, taking that conscious decision, like I always said, or trying to be happy every single day. That's what it makes a difference, and that's what it's gonna make a difference in this world. And if we can be an avenue for people to take that decision, we will always be.
People first, strategy second. I remember reading that. So I agree 100% with you, Mauricio. Mauricio, and what you just said is not only promising, but it's already happening. We're seeing it. And it's interesting that you said 5 years, because today is actually my Immunotech anniversary. It's been 5 years today, and it feels like yesterday. So just want to bring that out. Mauricio, you have such a passion for creating systems, right? Opening departments so that we can have more ImmunoCal, as you said. Why can we say that Immunotech is on the way to be the gold standard in the nutrition industry, or in this case, nutritional supplements?
Well, as you recall, many times I've mentioned that we do not care about being the biggest company in the world. What we care is to be the best company out there. And the only way you can get to be the best is when you get the best people to join you and to help you to get to that point. And so I'm going to repeat it once again. And I do believe that companies are not made out of products. Companies are not made out of systems or process. Companies are made out of people. And that's the most critical aspect. So that's the special reason why, of course, together with this amazing group of individuals that we have, not only in the corporate staff, but here with us as leaders in our company, we will get there. That gathered with the best product out there, the best and only product that can offer what we offer. Again, I think it's just a matter of time that we all explore our potential. And that's why, I don't know if everyone here has seen our new video that talks about a little bit of our story. What is this new story about Immunotech? We have never talked about that, but we're actually a biotech company that we have never been so proud about mentioning that. But if you go back and see back in the days, 40, 45 years ago, nobody was taking care of that. And we did. We as a company started that venture a long time ago. And since then, we haven't stopped. We still doing research. We still doing a lot of studies. We still invest a lot of money into our great products, because we do believe that people is more informed every day, and we need to deliver the best of the best that it's out there. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're working towards, getting the best in your hands. So you, with all the trust, with all the confidence, you can go out there and make sure that your partner, your absolutely best partner that you have, is Immunotech. And we will never let you down. We will work. Of course, I already mentioned that again, and I will mention it again. We will make mistakes. Yes, we will make mistakes, and we will continue to make them, because we're humans, we're people. And as people, we are always trying to improve. We are always trying to challenge ourselves. But in that road, in that avenue, we sometimes made mistakes. But what you need to be sure, and what you must know, is any of those mistakes are unintentional. We will always take care of remediate, and we will always be transparent with you. We will always help you, and we will always help us as a family to get to the point that we are going to be known as the best company out there. If you recall, last time when we met, we talked about doing an event in English for our group here in English. And guess what? We have our first event in December. We're not going to wait until February or March to our convention. We're doing our first event this December. The next event that I hope everyone has bought their ticket already. It's planned to come, because believe me, we are preparing so many great things for you, that for most of you, or some of you, have known Randy Gage or Jaime Leoquier for a long time, and you know these guys know what they're doing. And believe me, those guys are not out there for sale, or they're running out running companies for them to do their system or work with them. They do not do that because it's their name, but it's behind that. So they, in conversations with me and with the team, they figure out that we're the next unicorn in this industry. This is the next unicorn, and you need to be part of this. And if you want to be part of this, you should be there, because we're going to talk about so many great, unbelievable things that you're going to use for your success. We're preparing tools that you have never seen in our company, and I know that you're going to love them. We are working tireless 24/7, creating those pieces for you. You just need to find the right people, put them in front of those tools, and things are going to work by themselves. It's unbelievable, Giancarlo. You will see. And team, please, please, please make sure you do all the arrangements so you can be in person if you can. If you don't, of course, we have the option of being virtual, but you know that I told it I already mentioned it a couple of times. We're a company of people, and just getting close to people and just getting to be next to you guys is going to be amazing. I can't wait to be close to you again. And of course, we're going to take all the necessary measures so everybody's safe. Don't worry about that. We're going to make sure everybody's safe is first. And so again, people first. So for us, our safety is the most critical aspect, but you guys need to be there. It's just going to be simply unbelievable.
We're super excited. I know over the 100 people that are connected, I know most of them are already going to the event. If not, Mauricio, like you said, they should get the ticket today, because from what I know, it's being sold out really quick. So we want to get that as soon as possible. So, Mauricio, you're talking about having the best products in the world, which we know. You're creating with the team the best systems, the best events. So everything's in place. Now, some people still might ask themselves, well, I'm too young, I'm too old, I have no contacts, I have no time, so I can't do this business. What would you tell them?
Well, for those that have no time, for those that have no clue, for those that has no idea of how to do it, this is the perfect business for you. Because again, we are creating the tools for you to literally just put play on a video, to just go through a presentation that we're going to create for you with notes, so you can know what to talk about in each slide, and for you to go over and over and over once and once again. I was hearing for some of those experts that in any other business or any other profession, you need to be talented. Like if you want to be a soccer player, Jaime was saying, if you want to be a soccer player, you need to know how to play soccer. If you want to be a guitar artist, you will need to learn to play guitar. But if you want to be a multi-level marketing and network marketing professional, you just need to follow instructions. That's it. As simple as that. You will follow a very simple system that we're going to provide to you, that it's going to be as simple as just pressing play into a video. That's it. It's just getting you in front of the right people. And of course, I'm not saying we do not have, or we do not need talented people. 100% no. We have a lot of talented people. We have only talented people. But I wanted you to know that this industry is for those that doesn't believe in themselves, because we're going to help you believe in yourself. We're going to go through every step in the way with you, so you believe in yourself and you can fulfill your potential. There's nothing better in the life. There's not a bigger joy in life that finding your potential. I don't know, and I'm sure that some of you have found your potential, but you know that there's room still to improve. But when you find your potential in something, you realize that that's the best day ever, because something that you believe that you couldn't do, and then out of the sudden you can do it. It's unbelievable. It's crazy. And it's just believing in yourself. And we are asking you to continue to trust in us, to bring more people to these events, to bring more people to our company, and not because we're obsessed of selling more and more. It's not because of that. It's because we know we have a genuine, authentic vehicle for you and for everyone to change their lives. As simple as that. Sometimes we believe that, oh, what they're gonna say. I'm a multi-level marketing, and they're gonna say, oh, you're gonna try to do me a cocoa wash again. No, we're not trying to do that. We're offering an authentic and a genuine opportunity for yourself. If you don't want to take it, it's fine. It's not on us. It's in everyone who make the conscious decision to be in a better place or not. It's simply as simple as that. So you need to be that vehicle to offer to your community, to your place, to your family, to your friends, to the world. The world needs us, and we know that we're here for a reason. And that's the reason, to find the potential of everyone out there. And I encourage you to be like ferocious enough to go and get everyone in front of you and tell them, wake up, there's an opportunity for you, and it's here and it's now.
Powerful. Powerful. I know everyone is taking so many notes, just so many golden nuggets in what you just said, Mauricio. Mauricio, I had a question prepared, but I think I'm going to change this question. If someone asks you, Mauricio, what's the first step I should take to reach my potential? What would you tell them before we finish your part of this interview?
Take the decision of making it. Honestly, so many times we said, no, I'm gonna change my car. I'm gonna change these. I'm gonna change the kids from school. I'm wanna sign up the kids in the football team, or whatever thoughts, whatever dreams, whatever wishes you have, but you never do anything different. So we are all waiting, seated in our, I don't know, couch, sofa, whatever, waiting for that to come to us. And that will never come to us. We need to go after that. We need to go after our dreams. Any dream without action is just an illusion. It's not a dream. It's just an illusion. You need to put actions into your dreams to make them happen. It's as simple as that. Every time people talk to you, well, but it's easy for you because you're the CEO. That didn't came with a magic wand. That came because I was working hard for 24/7 every single week, and for many, many years. Even though I'm John, I've been working my life, like I have right now 25 years of experience, nonstop, working tireless and making things happen. And that's the reason. And it's not working hard, it's working smart, which is a different way. Because sometimes I said, well, I went and talked to 3,000 people and everybody said no. Well, start looking how you talk to people, because you don't need to talk to that many. You just need to talk to the right people and with the right message. As simple as that. That's it. And I think that whenever we understand that, and whenever we know that this is not about who make the most, but who's working the smarter, is where it's going to change our lives. So if again, I must say that every time I work more and I work smarter, I get luckier. So I think that whenever people believe in, what's the first thing to do is to make it, to try, to make mistakes. Here internally, I can tell you, and Shariff can attest this, I always said to the group, please make mistakes, because that means that you're trying. If you don't make mistakes, it's because you're not trying, period. So whoever hasn't made mistakes is whoever doesn't try enough to get to the next level. So please, please, please make mistakes. No, I have no doubt that every 10 no's, you will receive 2 yeses. And guess what? When you have 100 no's, you're going to be more experienced, and those 2 yeses will become 10, 20, 30, 40 every single day. But because you're trying and you're getting more experience and your message is getting better. So it's as simple as that. And don't forget, we have a beautiful, beautiful app that we have launched with a very exciting tool, which is sending samples. And please, please, please do not give away the samples. Whoever gets those samples for free, they're not going to care about it. They're not going to care about it. They are not even going to open. I'm sorry, but that's true. People need to pay for it. It's just $10. That's it. And it has a lot of product for them. And believe me, that's the best of the best. If you know that person and you want to give it away, please give it away, but make sure that whenever that samples arrive to their places, they're going to open, whether through a computer, through a Zoom call or whatever, but make sure that they open it, they use the product, and they experience the product the way it should be. I've seen people that has been with us for years that they still don't know how to do well immunocal. Next interview that we will do, I'm going to make sure I make myself one immunocal and you will see it live. Even Shariff, myself, whoever. It's a different experience. Believe me, it's a completely different experience when you do it well. So that's one of the advices. We're about to launch a living better rewards that it's going to get amazing results. Remember, there's a lot of people that doesn't need or doesn't want, according to them, to do the business, which is fine. We want all of them, customers, product fans, consultants, leaders, builders, business builders. We need them all. Whoever has a business, a very solid business, is because they have them all. They have customers, they have product fans, they have consultants, they have leaders, they have business builders, they have many, many of those things. So what is a business without customers? It doesn't exist. So please, 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 there's so many avenues for people to try our products, for people to get a better, a healthier life. We're creating a wellness revolution and you're part of it. So thank you, my friend.
So make a decision, make mistakes, lots of mistakes, because that means that you're trying. That means that you're making decisions, actually. So if you make a decision to make mistakes, that means that you're making lots of decisions. Mix your immunocal well, and just keep going. Keep going. And Mauricio, a lot of times we're asking ourselves, how can I reach my potential? And this template that you just give is an amazing start on how to reach your potential. So Mauricio, thank you so much. What's really exciting about talking to Mauricio is that the plan is to have Mauricio and Shariff monthly with us. So as he said, the next time we talk, he's going to mix his immunocal together with Shariff. So it's going to get better and better and better. And in each call, we're going to make mistakes. No doubt.
You know what, Giancarlo? The thing is, we need to have fun. If we do not have fun, why we do things? Right. So that's the reason why. And you will always see in our company, we're always laughing. We're always having fun. We're, of course, when it get to the point that we need to get serious, we are serious people. But yep. we're always trying to have fun, because that's what it's life about. And if you're not having fun, you're not living. That's my point. That's my personal belief. And I think we all need to have fun. Everyone needs to have fun. That's it. So actually, I need to go. The only reason why I need to go is because we're celebrating the 3rd anniversary of Colombia that we opened 3 years ago, and everybody's super excited. And we want to celebrate the US. And you know what we're going to celebrate in the US? The first 100 platinums in the US. And I want every one of these people that is here to become one of those. I want to celebrate with you. We want to celebrate with you, and you need to be part of that story. So please, please, please act. Let's go out. Giancarlo said it right. Let's try, let's make mistakes, and let's be successful. So as always, my name is Mauricio Domenzain, and I am 100% Immunotech. Thank you, my friends. Bye-bye.
Thank you, and enjoy the celebration.
We will. Thank you.
No, thank you. And usually at this point, we're done, but not this time. Now we have Shariff.
Well, I got to go after him. Like, come on, guys. Like, And just so you guys know, I know you haven't asked me a question yet, and and you probably should introduce me, but uh, Mauricio talked about how he is working hard. I'll say that he's setting the example. This tonight was his idea, by the way. What CEO, chairman, owner you know of tonight was his idea, and I think about the way I grew up and the people that I came were hung out around. None of us ever got a chance with the CEO of a company ever.
True.
So right now was a special moment for me just to see the person that is my mentor now, the person that I'm reporting to and I lead, he holds me accountable, is the one leading the way. Because if I have to follow somebody and their words and their action do not align up, it's hard for me to follow that person. But when their action and words line up, I'll run through a brick wall for that person. And in turn, it's about people. So sorry, I had to say that, but John Carlos,
Perfect.
I interrupted you. Go
Perfect.
ahead.
Hey, you know what? Like
However you
Mauricio
feel.
says, we're having fun, and this
Yeah.
is a family. So, all good. And Sharif, you know, from what I know, you've been in the network marketing industry, multi-level marketing, direct sales, however you want to call it. You've been in the industry for 10 years, roughly. You've seen people grow their business, and you've seen some give up. Why is this?
I'm not going to say anything you guys haven't heard before or don't know already, but it's very clear. And you guys are going to know this better than me. But I'll start with a study that was done both in one was done in Israel, another one was done for a large company called Google, and they did similar type of researches, and they literally split up one time an auditorium. So Google the employees, and they had one set of employees write down the instructions on how to do things, why they were doing it, the goal behind it. And the other side of the auditorium, they just had them try to memorize it. So they gave the same information to both, exactly the same. Nothing was different. The same person delivered both messages. One was just instructed to write them down, and the others were instructed not to write it down. And it leads me to something a mentor told me: don't ever leave your brighter future to your memory. Like, write things down. And when I was younger, I didn't understand exactly what that meant. But how many of us have driven in a car, a great idea comes in our head, and we get home and we try to remember it, and like, bam, it's gone out of our head. Well, that was the whole point. And so in the slide that wrote it down, compared to did they complete the task, because that's what the whole point was, compared to the same employees with the same resources, same infrastructure, everything the same, what was their percentages of completing the task? And it was somewhere on the round. I got to look this up. I got to memorize. I should write down the percentages, but it was something absolutely astonishing. It was 17% of the group that didn't write it down actually completed the task. Well, something around like 87 to almost 90% of everybody that wrote it down completed it, and completed it just at a high level as well. And so that is sort of what I see, not sort of, that is what I see in this industry compared to the ones that are going to be successful and the ones that aren't. They're going to have that purpose. They're going to have goals of things that they want to achieve. And if they do achieve it, they're going to recalibrate those goals so that they keep going, because success is not a destination, right? We've heard that, read that, and listened to that before, right? So they recalibrate that and then they keep going. And more importantly, they made it tangible. So the reason of you writing it down is now you can see it, you can feel it, you can touch it or taste it if you wanted to. Well, if you did not write it down, it's not tangible. In other words, sometimes the mind says it's not even real. And so that would be what I see is the difference, John Carlos. I see that the ones that have it somehow make it tangible, where they can actually feel what they're trying to do and what they're trying to achieve with this opportunity, are the ones that are far more successful than the ones that don't.
So write it down.
Right.
Write it down. That's
Person
simple advice and perfect advice, I would say.
I heard some people here, not here, but I'm looking at some names and some people that have earned the Miami. I would love to know, how did they make it tangible, right? How did they So what if you don't want to write it down? What if you want to just take a screenshot of the hotel we're going to and put it on your screen so that you see it every day, every time you unlock your phone? So again, you don't, how are you going to make your goals tangible? And that's the tactic that I hear a lot done. And it's pretty spectacular is the one that do it are the ones sharing that story because they've earned the trip. And so it's scientific proof. If you make it tangible, it has a different feeling and a different, it hits differently in the head as well.
Clarity is power. 100%
Right.
agree with you, Sharif. Sharif, we are now in the gig economy. Everyone is looking for a gig or a side hustle. And we have Uber, we have Lyft, we have all types of ways of making money. And then there's network marketing. How does network marketing fit in the side hustle economy?
Well, yeah, let's like side hustle, gig economy. Let's talk about what that is, or by definition, let's talk about what we mean by that. There are companies that are starting to realize that the relationships in the field or some sort of review or referral is so much more powerful sometimes, not or oftentimes, than it is with like the high dollar Super Bowl commercial. In other words, putting all your money into just traditional marketing. And these gig economies are also realizing that they can leverage people that want to work from home. They want a schedule that they can control for the most part. They can, a lot of freedom, flexibility to be a part of a gig economy, side economy, or they know that these are people that want to earn additional income, want to be able to pay down debt or afford a nice steak dinner with their wife on Christmas or Valentine's. Doesn't that sound a lot like direct sales and multi-level marketing? So if you look at what the economy says, like what's how big is the economy of a side gig and how big is direct sales? It's the direct sales is somewhere around like 12, 13 billion, they say, in just the US, by the way. I'm only talking about the US. While the last report that I saw for gig economy was 41, 44 billion dollars and growing. And also direct sales is growing as well. I'll tell you right now, there it's the same. Their story is our story. We were the ones that started the idea of an ordinary person having an extraordinary opportunity, and they don't have to have any type of special training or degree to be a part of this. The only thing different is this. The reason why, and this might sound like a criticism, but it's not, it really isn't. Some of the most popular side gig, I'm just going to go ahead and say the names, like Uber or Lyft, they bring you the customer through an app. And so therefore they will pay you however less they want to, or I'll say in a more positive manner, however much they want to pay you, because they bring you the app, they bring you the customer. There's no need to hold a relationship. There's no need to help that person after that ride, nothing like that whatsoever. So they're going to pay you what that's worth, because all the money goes into that phone to connect the driver and the rider. Well, in our industry, there's a real opportunity to make a full-time income. That's the biggest difference, because you are making an extraordinary connection with friends and families and others that you meet. People are trusting you with some of the biggest problems that they have in their life, and that you have a solution. And then you go out of your way and go over and beyond to create amazing customer service. And therefore you're paid the way you should be paid. You're paid much higher than you would with traditional side gigs. So when I hear the same, I think, okay, I think the people that are doing traditional side gigs that don't know about the opportunity in direct sales would love to hear that opportunity. And then I also hear side gig, you'll make less, while direct sales, multi-level marketing, you can make so much more. So those are the biggest differences in my mind.
More potential in network marketing. Agree.
Much more potential.
Agree. And with this in mind, some people find using technology in business harder. Yet some use technology to its advantage, to make business easier, to make their lives easier. What's your take on this, especially since you're now VP in Immunotech and you're improving on
Yeah,
this?
we just launched the app, right? So the new piece of technology is out there right now. Great question, because I think I think there's a misunderstanding of technology at large. I think we need to remember that technology throughout all of history was always created to make life easier. That's what it's made for. But however, we in a people business, I want to go back to Mauricio's message really quick. It's for people. It's for people to make their life easier and do business faster and more simple and quicker and to scale. That's what technology is for. Now, there's something that always needs to be respected when it comes to technology, and that is that. Well, I was about to talk about adoption, but let me go back to your question and clearly answer this question. So when it comes to technology, we have to realize that when you have new technology, it's always going to be different. It's gonna make you think or challenge you in a different way about how you used to do things and how the world has evolved to today. And there's a transition that happens there that needs to be respected. That some things, not everything, but some things are ending and new things are starting, especially with your habits. So the way you share a piece of video or a document, all of that is now being advanced to better or be service to you. And sometimes technology is for the end user. Sometimes in this case, it's for the consultant to do their jobs better. And that's what's so important here, is that technology, at least the one that we just launched, is for you to be better at what you're doing, both in prospecting, connecting with that person, communicating with that person, and then following up with that person as well. So yeah, technology is great. And I know that to my second point about adoption, we have to respect that because it's different, new things are going to happen. And if you want to know what we're focused on internally when it comes to this new app, we are focused 100% entirely on adoption, meaning using the app. So the Alberto, Sarah, Linda, JC, Edith, we're all hyper focused on making sure that you know how to download the app, you know how to log into the app, and you know how to share either a video and or a sample, which we hope the sample is paid for by them, because we believe that the prospect values it more, as you heard Mauricio earlier. And the great thing is that if we stay connected and close, because it's for you, we need to know your feedback ASAP so we can make changes. Like, Dina, Dina Holmes, you had a suggestion to add another option when you're sending the sample. So if you haven't sent a sample yet, if you haven't realized, the prospect sees a video of Immunical and Reds and Greens by Dr. Hugo Palafox. And to Dina's point, and some others, Judy actually, so a few others were thinking exactly the same. Can I have a second option just in case if I already shared that or there's another video? So you're going to see that upgrade happen very shortly. And that's the beauty of what we have our hands on today. We can shift and be agile, listen to you, and then cater it to what your specific needs are.
Perfect. Shariff, last question.
Last one? Really?
Last one. Well, one of the last ones.
You started.
Just like in any industry, there are many different companies with different products and comp plans. I think last time I checked, there was over 5,000 companies in the whole world, from what I saw. What would be the criteria to build a long-lasting business with a network marketing company? And let me explain this. Some people come to the business and they want to build a legacy, right? They want to be in a company 10, 20, 30 years. And though that's possible, you have to have the right criteria for this to happen. So what is the right criteria for someone to build a long-lasting business in a network marketing company?
You know, this is a really good question because there's things you can control in your life, and then there's things you can't control, right? And this one's great because I I'm thankful that I've been at a couple of companies now, and I've seen, and I have a lot of friends at other companies too. And the one of the most, like, let's talk about the similarities in all the companies. The similarities is, for the most part, every company has almost, if you, even if you took a picture and looked at the products, they almost even look the same. Every company has, in direct sales, there's only three major different, I can argue only two, but three different type of comp plans. So, and they're all have the kind of the same base to it as well. So what is the difference? Why are some successful here, some successful there? What really is the difference? Well, we'll start off with just what actually makes us different when it comes to the products. And I don't need to tell you guys that. I see the chat box and everybody knows. And that is that Immunicount has those patents. Those patents are extremely valuable to your success. They protect you from ever being undercutted. Like, imagine that. Like, let's say we only had energy, which I just took and I think is by far one of the best, because of, like, we're undervaluing what that can do. But my point is, let's just say we only had this. Then other companies could take their lesser product and outmarket us. And it'll be difficult for you to always be winning in the marketplace. So our product, Immunical and Platinum, and how that franchise is going to grow, you have an amazing leverage over anybody, any company, any big chain, any small chain. And if you believe that deep down in your heart, then that will come out in the level of conviction when you share about how it can do for somebody. So again, most companies, you can snapshot both pictures of each company's product line. It's like, it's the same. What do I do here? While ours is the difference. Another difference is this, though, and this is even more important than anything else: the part that you can't control. The part that you can't control, and I wish my wife was here, because she asked me, like, why are you going to join Immunical? Immunitech. You're really happy where you're at. You have the bull by the horns there. You can make all the decisions. And I told her this. I said, because the leadership from top to bottom internally, this is before I knew the field, right, are actually trying to do something to change the world. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of a leadership team that's willing to be change agents, meaning that they're not going to ever be a part of, and again, this is the part you guys can't control. You can't control whether Mauricio wants to be the person that I'm just going to be content with status quo. You can't control whether Brent Wallace, our CFO, wants to be status quo. You can't control Roberto Alicia wants to be status quo. You can't control whether Alberto or Sarah or Linda or JC wants to be a part of status quo. You can't control that, because it's deep down in who they are, or they're really content and want to play it safe all the time and don't want to do something to change the world. And that will be the difference between us and other companies. We are making amazing strides in such a short amount of time. And I don't know if everybody can see it right now, but I have a feeling, at least on this Zoom, everybody here can feel it, because the new video is actually just a little scratch of what we're doing to start changing the way we speak about how we're relevant today. Like, being part of one of the first biotech companies this world has ever seen is actually extremely special and very relevant to today's world too, as well. If you ask, like, financial experts, I'm sure there's someone here today, where are a lot of the wise guys' money going in stocks? It's biotech. It's always biotech right now, because of Silicon Valley and the one in overseas. And that's who we are. And on top of that, we haven't even seen our best innovation yet, from technology, from story, to systems, to product. We have not seen our best innovation. And that's what wakes me up every day to say, I'm working on big things in life. I'm working on big things in this world. I hope you feel the same way, or maybe I'm just late to the game, and that's how you have all felt for you 5 years today. Congratulations, John Carlos, by the way. I know there's others been here for 7 years, going on 8 years. I think that's you, Dina Holmes. Some are going on our 25th anniversary. They've been here since day one. Again, maybe I'm late to the game and I'm still in the honeymoon phase, but I, I'm so hungry. And that's the type of leadership that you have internally that you can trust. Mauricio would not put the investment in what he's doing right now, in everything that he's doing, if he wanted just to be in status quo.
Amazing. Shariff, I said that was the last question, but I lied because we have a couple more, but I have one more particularly. Before Mauricio left, he basically gave a step for everyone. Like, okay, I'm leaving, but here's a step, make a decision, think bigger, make more mistakes. For the ones that are watching for the first time, for the ones that are watching through video, and they're watching you, they're listening to you, they're expecting a step of action. What would be your step of action for everyone?
Oh man, I believe in simplicity. I believe in not making anything difficult than what was already said by Mauricio. Honestly, I would say this because it falls in line of making a decision. It's October right now. 2022 is creeping up on us, and have we thought about those goals for next year? And when I say we, I'm talking about you, for you yourself. Um, have you done any type of evaluation to see what are you going to do different? So if we're thinking about what Mauricio said, how are we going to be different? Maybe you had the best year in the Minutech you've ever had. Maybe you plateaued, and maybe you took a step back a little bit. Wherever you are in your business, step one is to define your reality, where you're at today, be proud of all the work and all the people you've already helped, and make some goals on, and simple ones too, simple ones. One thing I shared recently was set your first goal on something that you absolutely cannot fail. Like you cannot fail. Make your first one simple and then build on that, especially if that's you that is getting back into it. Like, hey, I'm gonna go to the next event. That's my goal. I'm not going to put any more pressure on me. I once hit diamond, I once hit this, and don't do that to yourself. Be proud of what you've done. Be proud of making the decision initially at the beginning to join. You are here today, and make your next goal something that you will achieve. So when it comes to Mauricio's action of make a decision, yeah, and I'll expand on that. Make a decision and make it the right decision. Don't look back, go forward, commit to it. And so that would be kind of my action, just really just an expansion on what Mauricio has already said.
Incredible. Shariff, thank you so much for answering these questions. I know we've been preparing this for a while, and hopefully we went above people's expectations. And for the ones that are watching this for the first time, live or through video, know that this will not be the last interview with Mauricio and Shariff. Actually, this will be the first of many monthly. And each month, we will talk about different topics, different needs, different questions. And as Mauricio said, Mauricio and Shariff next month will be not only talking with us, but they'll actually be shaking Immunoco and Immunoco Platinum together. So this is, again, the start of many, many interviews. Whoever invited you to this interview or to this video, go back to them. Tell them thank you. And if you're not part of the Immunotech family, be part of the Immunotech family. Make a decision, and make a very good decision, which is to be part of Immunotech. My name is Giancarlo Torres, and I am your friend.